So, you remember that time you got Omicron? Take two. Remember that time you got Omicron, but you still had things to do? Me too. And this is a thing I need to do. I'm changing the chains on these, on this PTO Tiller, because they're all stretched out and no good. So I got one on already, but I got super pooped out. I didn't know what my problem was. This cold apparently is, I don't know, really kicking my butt. So I went in, I mean, after getting up and almost passing out 10 times here, I went in and did a COVID test, and boom, positive. So yeah, did a little research, and all the symptoms are Omicron. But hell, I'm a boomer, and I got a job to do, and damn it, I'm gonna do it. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, cutting a chain for this. All right, let's go. Follow me at a distance of 6 feet exactly. All right, I'm going to, I got the old chain cut off. This wasn't going to be a project, but I thought I'd describe my whole Omicron experience so that if you're wondering if you've got it, well then maybe you do. Oh, yeah, right. So here's a new chain. I'm not going to be super awesome here. I'm just going to set a camera down and do stuff. All right, how hard can it be to cut a chain to the right length? Put a master link in it. It's going to be slow motion though, because I'm not feeling it today. All right. I'm going to blame Omicron for not cleaning my bench all week, all month. Come on, really? This can't be happening. Look at this. Stop it. And I could use some pity. Lots of pity. The more pity, the better today. Oh, my glasses. Right. Don't want to make my Omicron worse with a piece of metal in the eye. Oh, these are no good. I can't. One of the symptoms of Omicron is losing your brain. So as soon as you set your glasses down somewhere, they're gone for like an hour until you figure out where you put them. Alright, I think it's this piece I want. No, that's too short. If I got it wrong, I gotta go buy another 40 bucks worth of chain. Let's go. This sucks. Let's see how we did. Okay, it's going to be a little loose, but I've got some adjustment there on the pillow block a little bit. I'm not going to bother putting the idler wheel back on. Won't need it. There we go. Just push against it, it'll pop off. Kinda. Then you can get your screwdriver in a little gap there, maybe. Probably lose this thing in the gravel. No, we're good. Oh, I gotta take a deep breath. Whoa, I'm gonna pass out. Alright. And I think adjusting this will work. Oh, chain's gonna turn. There it goes. Snapped it on there quick. I'm not sure if the camera's even pointing at that, right? Alright, that's gonna be fine. And the other side, I've decided, is fine too. Let's try it. Not now. I'm on break. I gotta go sit down. Alright, it's back together here. We got the chains. That one's probably still gonna wobble or flop around a little bit, but it's all I can do for now. Got them all greased up, shrouds back on, tightened up. Let's stick this shaft back into PTO and see how it works. Alright, the PTO the PTO shaft leaks really bad, the seal in it, so I gotta put this little cup back on. So I'm gonna have to knock that shaft off there and seal that up. Alright, now let's take it off. And I don't know, just put it down somewhere. Cone back in. Alright, that's ready to show for sale on Friday. If I'm well. A job well done, considering I'm very, very sick right now. So back to the basement / nursing room. Let's go. All right, I'm better, and I'm mad because I had to take a run on the 401 to get my mom on a plane in Hamilton, get her back home to Alberta, and I had a flat tire in the 401 with the Mazda. I have never had a flat tire on the 401, so I got pulled over, and here it is, and the nail is too small to see. It's this tiny little thing. I found it by putting my ear to the tire and rolling it along. Now, I know if it was like a big screw and it did like had a big hole in there, I'd pull the screw and I'd ream it out and put a plug in. But you know what I'm going to do? I'll put a patch on it like in the old days when I worked at the Uniroyal tire dealership when I was like 15, 16 years old. So I got my old tire machine here, and let's see if it still works. But first, you absolutely have to see this. I mean, what a cluster crap this was. All right, I don't think I have enough air in that, but that's the donut. Now take a look at this. We are in a panic on the side of the road because we got to catch a plane for my mom. Let's pop the trunk here and take a look. Now, we could not find the damn jack. Now here it is here because I was just at the junkyard to buy a jack, and I found a car that was totaled. It was hit in the side here. Oh, sorry, that's not the jack. That's one I thought I was going to work with, but I'm not gonna. Let's get rid of that for a minute. So the Mazda at the junkyard was all caved in here, and it had knocked this siding off, and the jack was sitting in there with a little cover on it that you know, had pulled away. So I called my wife and I said, can you go look in the Mazda? I mean, we looked and looked on the side of the road. We got the manual out to take a look. Look at this. Like, what are you gonna do with this? You know, like, screw that. And anyway, we ran where I pulled the car over on an off ramp. Right across the road was a works yard for the I think for the city of Woodstock. Anyway, so big trucks and maintenance and stuff for this, you know, the sanders and the salters and the plows and stuff. So I drive over there on the flat tire, and I said to Buddy, listen, I'm sorry, it looks like they were just locking up ready to go. No one looked interested at all in helping me out with my little problem. And I got the two ladies in the car, my mom and my wife, and it's like, I got the spare out. You know, that was easy enough, getting all the stuff out from under the cover. Not really that easy, I guess. And there's no jack. It's like, well, where's the jack? So I called my wife from the junkyard an hour ago and I say, is there any panels on the side? She says, yeah, there's some kind of thing on the right side. What happens if I, oh my God, like, do they even really do that? So there it is, you know. Why not? Why could you not, you know, when people go for a spare tire, is everything not just supposed to be right there? Apparently not. Apparently, you know, you hide stuff in behind panels and bullshit. I mean, what are the odds? We were right across the street from a works yard that had a floor jack, and the guy was nice enough to let me use it. I'm going to run down with a dozen donuts on the Harley and deliver that personally. All right, so let's fix this right. I bought a little kit. I don't know what I did with it. Oh man. Oh, there it is. So it's a little quieter. And then I'll plug it in at full pressure on this line. This line is regulated to 90 psi for the air tools. So we'll run this one over and plug it in. So let me get this set up in the tripod and get some light on the subject here. So yeah, while I was all full of COVID, I decided to go and move this 6,000 pound tire machine from the other room out to here. And trust me, I was not digging it. That was a bad day. All right. She's hooked up. Come on. Okay, center's out. Alright, let's pop the valve out now. Let's see if this thing will work. Just give it a whirl. Oh, there's no pressure in this thing at all. This is bad. Come on. Maybe if I give it a... Yeah, this... Oh, I'm going to have to rebuild this machine. Oh, there it goes. Everything's fine. I can quit complaining. All is well. Do I have soapy water? I do. Don't have to go all the way around, just the part it's going to use. Grab this bit. Give it a whirl. Nice. You know what? I'll just soap up the tool this time rather than the tire. Get it down in the bottom. Give it a crack. It's off. Now, where's the nail? Right there. We have, I'm going to show you something here. Get lost, fly. Shoot. Alright, worth mentioning, or noting, that see how there's rubber in the bottom of the tire? It's not a ton of it. I mean, if there was any more, I would scrap this tire. And in fact, what I'll probably do is hit the used tire place on the other side of town. Because I have my own tire machine, it doesn't cost me anything to change tires. What I'll do is I'll run over and say, what do you got for a P205 60R16? And just sell me a used tire. Just because I'm a little nervous because I drove a little bit on the 401 with, with a bald tire. So that's why you get this. But there's not very much in there. I'll take a rag and get that out. If it was a whole whack, I know the inside of the tire would be just destroyed from riding on the rim with no air. But I'll carry on with this repair. Someone before said, oh, you're so hard on that machine. This machine was meant to be like beat on by guys a lot bigger than me. It's fine. So if you take a look down here where my fingertip is, okay, can you see? You won't be able to see, but there's a teeny little nub there, just enough for whatever's in the tire to poke through. It's like a staple or something. Well, this is insane. I'm sure I saw it last night and I circled it with the kids' chalk. I mean the professional mechanic chalk. Okay, before I pull it out, I saw a little wire in there. Before I pull it out, I'm going to grab a little chalk and mark it so I don't lose that spot. Okay, in case you were wondering, I'm using professional grade green chalk. And I made a great big plus sign so that when I grind it clean in there, I can do the math again and yeah, know where to put the patch. Let's get in there and clean the tire. That'll do. Yay! Let's spread that around. I've decided that's plenty. Okay, and then yeah, you just split this and pull one side off. And I forget what it said about how long you're supposed to wait. Ow. All right, buff area, yeah. Squeeze moderate amount, done. Remove backing from patch. Apply repair directly over puncture, press firmly. Spread evenly, work into material and scrape off excess. Remove backing. Doesn't say anything about letting it set up or anything. I guess you just go ahead and put it on. No, that's what I'll do. Alright, I think I'm done. All right, this time this end, what's that? Oh, it's an insect. I thought I had an air leak. Crank it. There we go. This is the best. This is just great. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I screwed up. Kind of screwed up here. Might have to turn the tire because, yeah. Might be able to hammer it on, but I doubt it. There it goes. Oh, hurt my arm, but it went on. Alright, I'm going to just put a little soapy water on there to maybe help it grab air when I give it a blast here. Whoop, here we go. That sounds good. Oh, forgot I don't have the valve in. Don't let go of it or it's going flying and you're never going to find it. I should have put this on before I put any air in it, but I forgot. Hey, it's been like 40 years or 50. There we go. So on 30, I want 32. I don't know why. I don't know what the manual says, but 32 is what we always did. Yeah, 32. PSI. We're done. Also, I like to check the valve. And the stem, you know, make sure that it's not seeping. Looking good, no bubbles. I see no bubbles. That's great. We're done. There's no leaks. There's no bubbles, nothing. Let's put it back on the car and be done with this. Really? Done. So another thing I picked up when I was out, because I didn't really like that tire repair kit, so I was out and I got some, what's it say, for commercial use only. So I was thinking he won't sell it to me, but he did. So I think this is like the stuff I used to use when I was a teenager. I'm going to try spreading it out on a piece of rubber here and setting on fire. Let's see. Alright, so here's an old inner tube I kept around for no reason. Don't even know what it's out of. Alright, give this a whirl. That's a lot. Alright, it says it's flammable, so let's get rid of it. Anything else flammable over here? Lots of things. Ah, oh, there we go. Come on, there we go. Perfect. Warm up the hands. Let's take this patch apart here. burning down. And just a wee little bit left. Blow that out. Well, so far I'm really liking this. I got to get the proper roller. You know, this one doesn't have teeth on it. It's just like a groove. It's not right, but it's working, I think. Now in the olden days, we would rub this until that plastic, that little thin film of plastic came off the patch. Doesn't look like this one's coming off at all. Might be just a different kind. Maybe I can just peel it. No, not really. Just leave it on then. That is vulcanized to this tube, so that's what I'm going to do from now on. I might even just pull the tire off the Mazda there and redo it. Well, no, I already decided to replace the tire, so say I wasn't going to replace the tire, say it was like a new tire, this is totally what I would do. Click, click. I'm not going to recommend this to everybody because I don't know. I'm just saying this is what we did in the late 70s, early 80s when I worked at the tire repair garage. And it seemed to function exactly the same. You can probably kind of see the difference in my attitude from when I had COVID to when I didn't have COVID. So it's way better not having COVID, I find. It's you got a lot more energy, I'll tell you that. So let's figure out something else to do. Till next time, cheers from Ontario. Yoink.